The fishing news is brought to you by Okuma.
Oh, it's a heck of a way to start the year. A lot of fun. Yes, sir. 34 degrees in Anchorage, Alaska. 24 degrees in Atlanta, Georgia. And 20 in Atlantic City with a fine pile of snow. Just the way I wanted to kick off the 2018 season. I'm Jim Hutchinson with the New Jersey, Delaware Bay edition of the Fisherman magazine. We learned a new term this week. Yes, the weather forecasters gave us bombogenesis. Sounds like a Peter Gabriel album. If I see Jim Cantori out here, I'm going to throw a shovelful his way. Of course, the ice fishermen seem to be happy. We've gotten reports of some fresh, good ice on some of the ponds in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. In fact, Jesse Tice let me know he was working on a put and take pond. Put and take, where they put those trout and expect you to take them at some point. Got through the ice and got into the action. Frank Rosinski says when he had some open water, he was going for carp. The only thing he had to watch out for, those frozen guides. Of course, we had that deep freeze from Christmas through New Year's, kept participation low, and now we've got this weather system coming through. But when they can sail, the boats are getting out. Manasquan fleet. You got the Dauntless, Paramount, Jamaica, Big Jamaica, Jamaica 2, the Gambler. There's fishing for cod, pollock, ling, when they can. Of course, a lot of guys still getting out there for blackfish too, the tautog fishing. The big mohawk out of Shark River. Some of the open boats as well, some of those charter boats. Barb Gale out of Point, all the way down to Cape May County, you got the Stray Cat doing the same thing. We do find in Delaware as well, boats like the No Limit out of Indian River. Dave, Mike, and Charlie brought a load of blackfish back to Lewis Harbor right before this snow system. So there's definitely a good opportunity to get out there with some of those blackfish as well. In South Jersey, Dave Scholl at Absecon Bay, he's been working on getting some grass shrimp since folks are getting out there looking for some perch where they find open water. Getting harder to do that every single day, isn't it? Although I would imagine we will see some safe ice at Collins Cove, perhaps before January is out. So keep an eye on that as well. We do find that some of the bulkheads, we're talking to Dan at Bucktails Outfitters in Mays Landing. He said right before the system, some guys found open water along the bulkhead on the Great Egg Harbor River. Mays Landing found some perch as well. Though Dan, of course, he did tell us as well, Birch Grove Park, one of those put and take lakes, had some trout deposited there in sunnier weather. Some folks are getting out and finding a few trout under the ice as well. It's about it as far as the options. I haven't heard anybody doing anything with striped bass. Of course, nobody's hitting the beach. Nobody's getting out front looking for those stragglers, though the last reports we got, of course, a big body of fish down off Virginia Beach at this time as well. Some meetings coming up. Thursday's New Jersey Marine Fisheries Council meeting that was scheduled for this week was postponed because of this wonderful snow that we got. That's going to be held next Thursday, January 11th. We're going to find out more about the black sea bass opening or not for the February season in New Jersey. And there's other black sea bass discussions at that meeting as well. Next week also, Lacey Township High School, the fishing club, they're going to be holding their fishing flea market. That's Saturday, January 13th from 9 to 2 at the high school. And also the Garden State Outdoor Sports Show is next week. That's Thursday through Sunday, January 11th through the 14th. The Fisherman magazine will be there. We'll have our booth. We've got some goodies, some pliers and dry bags from the folks at Star Rods, giving them out with your subscription. We'll also have that January edition of the Fisherman magazine. It's our annual boat buyer's guide in the glossy section, plus in the local section, still some good information on how and where to, including Frank Mahalick's blackfish story. You've got some Virginia Beach stripers. Eric Burnley shows you where they are and how to get on them. Some winter gear stuff from Alan Riley, and of course our Dream Boat Wrap-Up. That's all in the January edition. It's available now. I'm going to go back to shoveling because there's not much I can shovel at you that's going to lead you to go fishing, but when the boats do sail again, and once everybody's got these docks swept up and going back at them, there are some opportunities. Be careful out there. We'll see you again next week, and I hope to see you at the Garden State Outdoor Sports Show next week, the Fisherman magazine. Back to shoveling.